Welcome to our Blessing Workshop Level 2 Advanced. Woo! This is the very first time in Malaysia we held Blessing Workshop Level 2 Advanced. So if you look at the word advanced here, might ask, why is it advanced? The reason is because it's not the normal level 2 content. Our Aunty Koay Phing has especially put her sincere devotion and really want to give us even more than that. So it's a really new and updated content and even more simjong that put in and devotion put inside to really give you the best. That's why we call it advanced. It's level 2 plus plus. And that's the reason. So I hope that you all are excited for that. Now I'd like to make the house rules announcement. Those who have just entered, kindly always mute yourself so that they not cause disturbance to the workshop. And if you haven't renamed yourself, please kindly remain yourself. If you are a participant, please put C in front of your name, followed by your name. And if you're a parent, please P and followed by your name at the back. And especially for all the candidates, please kindly turn on your video throughout the whole workshop so that we are sure that you are here and not somebody else. And at the end of each day, today and tomorrow, there will be a feedback form. Please really fill it up. And to really qualify to receive the certificate for this workshop, please make sure that you always turn your video on and make sure to not forget to complete the feedback form, which will be sent at the end of the day. And you do not know how to rename yourself, this is how you can do so. Click the participant button, and then if you go to the top right here, more rename, and you can change your name. If you have any question, you can ask at the chat box and we will kindly help you. And for the best experience to our workshop, if you could choose the speaker view, you can show the speaker who is speaking and you can receive the best experience. Yes, brothers and sisters, are you ready and excited to begin our workshop?
Yeah.
I still see many people have not turned on their video. Please kindly turn on your video.
Yeah. So
Especially the
participant, please turn on
participant.
your video. We'll make sure you attend the event. Yeah. If not, yeah, you may cannot get the certificate because I'm not sure are you attended or your sister or your brother or your grandparents. I'm not sure. So please turn on your video. Yeah, this is one of the requirement. Thank you so much. Thank you for your operation. Thank you.
Yes, you can see many brothers and sisters have turned on their video. Hello, it's great to see everyone here. Today we have brothers from all around Malaysia joining us, all the way from the top Penang, all from Penang all the way down south to Johor. Really grateful, even though now the situation is still difficult. Through online, through the internet, you might say this is the 1 second era. Everybody can be connected at the same time. So really grateful for that. So once again, I'd like to ask brothers, are you ready? We're gonna start really soon. If you're ready, please reply one in the chat box. Are you ready? Are you ready? Or do you need more holy song? Yes. Amelia, 1, Bozan, 1, Zhen. Yes. So if everyone is ready, please join me in the opening prayer to kick off this workshop. Brothers and sisters, let's pray. 사랑 많으신 하늘 부모님, 승리하신 천진 참 부모님, 감사합니다. 사랑합니다. Dear beloved heavenly parents, true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. Today, 21st of November 2020. Here online through Zoom, we are having a 2 days nationwide second generation blessing workshop level 2 advanced for 2 days from today until tomorrow 22nd November. Parents would like to invite you to join us together with all our beloved brothers and sisters in this workshop. We hope that you may deliver us your precious word about the blessing. How can we truly understand this blessing that you have searched for so many years, and finally through the true parents, you have been able to give us this blessing. Parents, I like to pray that through our lecture today, you can deliver your words and be able to give your love, your words, so that everyone can truly understand the meaning, the value, significance, the blessing, and how can we truly prepare for this, for the blessing. How can we prepare our attitude, our mindset, and all the practical thing that is truly needed. Let's see from your viewpoint, and let us be able to prepare our heart and be able to truly focus, even though it is online, even though it's easy to be distracted as we're in front of our computer and there's nobody to keep us accountable. As parents, may we be able to really centering our original heart and with that mindset that we are together as if participating in the same place. Attend you. Let's be able to truly put our hearts and truly want to invite you. I would like to begin and kick off our nationwide second generation blessing workshop level 2 advance. 이 모든 말씀 축복 가정 이제 헌금하고 포기한 가정들 이름으로 보고하고 알았습니다. 아주. Yes, brothers, this is, I believe everybody here have listened about the blessing so many times since we are born from our parents and through the workshop, through Sunday school, through even more workshop, and sometimes also even as now we get older in Sunday service. But do we truly know what is the blessing? If somebody asks us, what is the blessing? Can we have the confidence to explain it? And can we truly accept? Do we truly accept the blessing? And do we truly, without any doubt, we truly know what the blessing is from God's viewpoint, from true parents' word? To explain about this, we will like to welcome our speaker for today and for this whole workshop, our beloved Aunty Koay to deliver the first lecture, the significance and value of the blessing. Right, sisters, let's put our hands together. Let's welcome Aunty Koay.
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Can you hear me? Okay. Brothers and sisters, I'm so happy to see so many brothers and sisters here sign up for this blessing advanced level 2. For now, it's already end of November. Even though this year is a challenging year, 2020, we've gone through so many challenges, uncertainty in life, but in our department, our Blessed Children department, we have gone through so many different activities. We have our table talk, we have our youth service, we have our web sharing, 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, and even every time, even before we have our online PMC last time, the first one, we even have parents education to really put parents and children's heart together. And now we are moving towards the end of 2020, and I'm thinking, what else? What more that I can prepare and really contribute and really to serve all our blessed children in Malaysia. So that's why I'm thinking, blessing level 2, many have joined and everybody still remember it. But what about like advanced level? So sometimes we think, I know the blessing, I'm ready for the blessing. Are you really feel that? If you understand the value and the significance of blessing, even how difficult it is, you know how to protect, you know how to maintain, you know how to keep it. If we do not know the value of blessing, even this is so precious, when challenges come, we easily let go, we easily give up. So are we really, truly understand the value and the significance of blessing? I need to apologize to some our participants, even though you prefer Chinese language. But from the feedback we get, 90% of our participants prefer English language. However, I have in my slide, I put Chinese translation so that you all can easily understand the meaning. And I put a lot of pictures so that you can understand what I'm explaining about. So brothers and sisters, are you ready? So let me start my screen. So good afternoon, our leaders, parents, and children. Today is a very exciting day when I report about our advanced level 2 to our higher able, Reverend Yutaka and Mrs. Ursula. They are so happy. They always say education is the most important element in our life. We are human beings. Sometimes we are living in the world where a lot of different education, different influences. That's why we always need to listen to the heart, listen to God's voice. So I'm happy that God's give me the inspiration, what am I going to share in this advanced level 2. Brothers and sisters, as you see from the screen, now is November 2020. Do you know how many years anniversary of our True Parents blessing? From the first blessing by True Parents, it is in 1960. And now it's 2020. Exactly 60 years. True Parents from individual level to family level, and now 60 years of history, we are reaching the cosmic level blessing ceremony. Can you imagine how much indemnity, how much effort that True Parents has paid in order to pave this way for our humankind? So we are so lucky, all our children are so lucky. Even in the 60 years, we have already have third generation on this earth, our God's generation on this earth. So brothers and sisters, let's really understand what is the blessing about. For today, we are going to understand for this part, this lesson level 1, we are going to study and really understand what is the significance of blessing. Significance meaning the meaning of blessing, the actual meaning of blessing, and what is the value. 祝福的意义与价值. What is the actual meaning and what is the true value of the blessing? Brothers and sisters, you all are already teenagers, youth, some already studying, some already starting working, some you are still searching. Do you really know what you want? For now of your age, you should have been starting to think what I really want in my life. Are you happy with what you have today? Are you happy and what type of family you want for your future? But brothers and sisters, in life, whatever you really want will never come easy. the more difficult things that we get, this is most precious thing that we will have. So if you really want, same for blessing. We want blessing from God, but it will not come easy. We need to put effort. We need to fully understand, and we need to invest. And make sure you visualize, you imagine what you really want and not someone else want for you. If you really understand the meaning of blessing, you will visualize, if I have a happy family, an ideal family centering on God, how nice. I have my family full of love. My children, all are God's children. How beautiful, how happy my life is. You need to visualize, and this is what you want, and not what someone tell you. You need to think for yourself that, is it something that you want? And if you really visualize that, then you know how to put your effort. And if you really want something, you will figure out how to make it happen. No matter how difficult it is, you will know how to fix it, how to maintain it, how to keep it, and how to protect it. Never give up on something you really want. It is difficult to wait, but it's more difficult to regret. Life only once. Our earthly life is only once. There's no second round, there's no take two. So we must really think what really we want and how we are going towards it, and never give up on the way. So from young, from student, from youth, you all have been listening to this word many, many times. We know blessing comes from heaven. Blessing is so precious. I want to receive it. In our life, there are only two paths in our life. The path of good and evil, and everyone choose his own path. This is our responsibility. Nobody can choose your own path. You need to know, and you need to choose the right path for yourself. There's only two paths in our life. According to True Father words, the small mistake you make at the turning point of the age, meaning at the crossroad, if you make the wrong decision, we make a wrong mistake, will lead our descendant into hell. God's sorrow at the fall of the second gen is the same as his sorrow at the fall of Adam and Eve. As the children of God, you all are the second generation born directly, inherit the direct lineage from true parents, from our Messiah true parents. If our second gen do not know the value of blessing, do not know the importance of keeping your purity and identity, and we fail, the same heart, the same God sorrowful, same as the time when God lost Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. So True Father said, second gen, my children, you are living in an environment where fall can take place at any time. So please be careful. True Father said, because our environment is still not yet heavenly environment. So we only have 60 years, the blessing until now. How much the Christian history is 2,000 years until now. But our true parents, our providence, only 60 years. We need to work hard and create better environment for our next generation. So True Father said, please take care. Please be careful of your environment, because fall can take place anytime. So let's, brothers and sisters, let us be the ancestor that can be praised by our future generation, because we continue and protect this lineage. Brothers and sisters, when you see this screen, you know which column you are belong to. Your parents, so difficult from the Satan territory, through the blessing, all our fortune all our destiny has now changed to God's territory. That's why you all are called second generation. So our second generation, you are the most happiest and fortunate people on earth, because you are like children directly from God. You have nothing to do with Satan lineage. You have nothing to do with the original sin. You all are born just within this God's territory. How precious you are. How many people want it, but they are not belong to this territory. So as a second gen, do you see yourself belong in this territory or not? Therefore, your relationship with God should be your number one priority in life, because God is directly your parent. Whatever difficulties you face, whatever challenges you face, God directly answer to you. God directly guide you. So, but our problem is we do not see this, and we do not see this as a priority. So, brothers and sisters, let us become one with God and listen and be God's filial children. That's why this is what we call Hyojongha. We are we are children of God. We are filial sons and daughters of heavenly parents and true parents. How we can really understand and return our filial heart to heaven and bring joy to God and true parents. So, brothers and sisters, we are now coming to the real content of today. So today, our blessing advanced level 2, I took the content from Chombo Mogyong. We all have learned many words, many lectures from Chong Song Gyong, Pyong Hwa Gyong, and today, like advanced level 2, the content are from Chombo Mogyong. What is so important about Chombo Mogyong? Let me explain. True Mother said, after True Father Song Hwa, the first thing True Mother resolved to do was to offer these holy scriptures. This Chombo Mogyong become the first and last eternal textbook and teaching material that can be used to guide the people according with true parent standard. Please determine to do your best. Do you know, in order to come up with this Chombo Mogyong, True Mother dedicated 3 years to put everything in order. So today, our advanced content, we are going to learn from this Chombo Mogyong. So, True Father explained, how do we define ideal and precious? Sometimes we say, I want to have ideal family, I want to have an ideal spouse. Oh, second gen is so precious. What is actually the meaning of ideal and precious? What is ideal? So according to page 318 of Chombo Mogyong, ideal things are to be found not in here and now, but is in the future. Ideal can only come over the time, over the period, and it becomes ideal. Ideal spouse, ideal family, it will not become on the spot. It needs love, it needs effort, it needs heart to make it into an ideal spouse, an ideal family, an ideal nation, an ideal world. This is what True Father explained about the meaning of ideal. Same for blessing. We want an ideal spouse, we want an ideal family, but it is not going to be happen immediately. It will happen in the future if both husband and wife committed together, have the same heart, God-centered concept, and we will build that ideal in the future when time comes. And what is the meaning of precious? According to the genius Albert Einstein, the most precious thing in life are not those you can get for money. So precious means you cannot use money to buy it. If you can use money to buy it, it is no longer precious. So, brothers and sisters, our precious blessed children, your worth, meaning your value, is not based on your social status, relationship status, or work status, but because of your heavenly status. You are God's child. Second gen is so precious because that status is an heavenly status because of your identity. Nobody can buy from you. Nobody can exchange money by your status. So that's why you are precious. You are like a diamond that you can shine. Second gen is definitely better than your parents, better than your ancestors, because you are born to be God's children. You are born to be God's direct lineage. Whatever gods have, wisdom, knowledge, talent, everything. If we right mindset and right attitude, we can inherit from God's directly. That's why we say you are like a diamond that you can shine in the world. Imagine your life will be like if you really believe that God loves you because you are God's most treasured child. So your relationship with our heavenly parents and true parents are inseparable. Your parents, your original parents, is not what you have physically with you. Your physical parents, they are merely a guardian and a trusted person by God, by true parents to guide you, to raise you up, to become heavenly child, filial son and daughters of heaven. But your original parents, your original direct parents is true parents. So definitely your heart with true parents is inseparable. What is the meaning of blessing? Why true father, true parents use this word blessing? Why they don't use marriage or engagement or happy, married? No. Why we use blessing? So if we understand from the word blessing, you will study the origin of this word. It means blood. Blessing means blood, meaning anything is to relate with blood. What is the blood? What type of blood we want to connect? Is God's blood, true parents' blood. So the blessing is like you are belong to the blood lineage of God in the heaven. This is a divine gift that God gives to us. And with this blessing, God can give his protection and love for our future, for our entire life. That's why blessing is such a deep meaning. It is not a marriage ceremony simply like that. It is something to do with your blood lineage and blood connection with God, with true parents. According to Chambo Mogyong 307, the providence of marriage blessing under the auspices of true parents, under the blessing of true parents, is the starting point for realizing the ideal of one family under God. Without blessing, without marriage blessing, how beautiful your family is. It is not under God's protection. It is not under God's gift. It is not under God's mandate and God's protection. So why blessing is a starting point that we can connect with the God's ideal of an ideal spouse, ideal family, and ideal work. True parent, the parent-child relationship is absolutely impossible without the bond of blood. To build a family of true sons and true daughters, we need to connect to the true lineage. To become true parents' children, connect to God's direct lineage. So if we, through the blessing, we establish this parent-child relationship, father-son relationship, and not even God can sever that, not even Satan can cut that. So the worst thing that Satan wants is blessing. The worst thing, the most happiest thing Satan happy about is when children go to him and not go to God. So this is how, like a separation, from total separation from good and evil through this blessing. Once we receive the blessing, once we are blood connected with God and heavenly parents, Satan cannot invade. Satan cannot claim. Satan has to surrender and go away. Then God can directly dominate us. God can directly bless us. Everything through blessing. We can hold hand directly with God. Anything we face, we can communicate with God. God knows everything about us. God can protect us. God can grant us his blessing directly through this blood lineage. So let's move on to the value of blessing. There's a 7 value. I wish all of you can listen and make notes. What is the value of blessing? First, a restoration of God's lineage. In 1960, true parents, first humankind on this earth that can receive blessing from God is through our beloved and victorious true parents. No one else, nobody else in the history managed to receive the blessing from God directly. Many saints and sages sacrifice is for preparing our first true parents on earth to receive the blessing from God and become and build and open a new chapter in the history. It is so important that through this God's lineage, through this 1960 blessing ceremony, it replaces Satan's lineage with God's lineage. You can recover now that now God is in control. God can back into our world and take charge of our human history. Before that, the whole world is under the dominion of Satan. Yeah. So this is the only day that God's lineage finally come into existence. So marriage blessing is not an ordinary marriage of a man and woman. It is a serious thing. This day, the blessing day, is the day that we change everything from impure lineage to pure lineage, from Satan lineage to God's lineage. Through this communion of husband and wife, blessed husband and blessed wife, God's love can merge into this couple and God's lineage can come forth. That's why we call second generation. This is God's lineage can come forth. If not because of the victory of your parents, we are still in the Satanic lineage. For that, we need to be grateful for the sacrifice of your parents. Your identity, your lineage, because of the sacrifice and victory of your parents. You are now have a God's DNA. Can you imagine? Can you check if you really go to a spiritual world one day? You will see that your blood have a God DNA. That's why you are so talented, you are so clever, you are so smart, you are so pure, you are so good. But you are also easy to be influenced because you are very pure and easy to get influenced if you really do not understand your true identity. So, true Father said, anyone on this earth, without exception, have to be born again. true blessing. Not only us, every people on this earth finally will come to God's bosom. Everybody will get blessed, but we are the luckiest one because we know the principle and we know how to become better. Yeah? All human beings belong to the fallen lineage, regardless of who they are. Without exception, they need to be reborn again. If they want God to bless them, they want to have a future, better generation, better family, without exception, they have to connect with God. Otherwise, they will only multiply and multiply satanic lineage more and more. That's the only way to connect true blessing. This is the only way for us to come back to the original intended blood relationship bequeathed to us by God. Only way we can be back to God again. You must be reborn through the flesh and blood of parents who have no connection to the fall. Otherwise, you cannot return to God. That's why Jesus 2000 years ago, he said, I am the truth, I am the path, I am the way. You cannot go to God without me. It's a Messiah mission. That everybody have to go through the Messiah in order to meet God. Same, our true parent, being the mission as a Messiah and the second coming on this earth. Same, everybody have to go through our true parents. Without that, we cannot go back to God. So unless you break this bond, unless we take this determination to cut our bond with Satan, then we cannot go back to God's side. So true parents' mission is to cut the satanic lineage and bring us to God. This is the mission of true parents, a mission of Messiah. And true parents have done that, have gone through all the unimaginable hardship, suffering. For what? Is it for true parents' own glory? No, for God's glory. Because true parents understand this is the God's wish. And true parents is the most filial son, begotten daughter of God. They come here regardless of persecution, regardless of opposition. They do what God wants them to do. They do not do what people want. They just want to do what God wants them to do. That is the blessing, to bless everyone on this earth, to come back to God. This is true parents' mission, and true parents have been doing this throughout their entire life until the last breath of our true father. He is still teaching us. We all need to come back to God. And now, true mother continue with this mission and continue to move the providence ahead. And I think as a children, let's comfort God's heart. We are so lucky. We are the first batch of second generation on this earth. You are the first batch of second generation in the human history. Many, many more in the years, many years later, all your children and future will be proud of you. Wow, Papa, Mama, you are the first, second generation in our human history. Without true parents, it is impossible for fallen human beings to be the children of God, because this is true parents' mission. Yeah. So we are like a wild olive tree that we need to cut our wild roots, wild leaf, and connect to God's lineage. This is why we said our wild olive tree have to engraft to the true olive tree. And this new sprout is the generation, the new generation, the second generation coming from this engraftment. So, true father said, the greatest task means the greatest responsibility, the greatest mission of true parents is to purify the blood lineage and create blessed families. So in 352 of the Chambo Mogyong, true father said, true parents are the root of the second generation blessed families. So brothers and sisters, your root is already true parents' lineage. For first gen, our root is not. That's why we need to engraft. We need to 接枝 and be part of true parents' lineage. And the second generation, your root is originated from true parents. So your family is the first doorway, and you will be like a tree. Your leaf branches all connect vertically to the heaven and the world and the nature. So if some of you have listened to one of the sermon by Uncle Ching Hai, he also explained about the value of your lineage. And where we get this content is from our America. One of the speaker talk about this value of lineage. And I want to share this to you. Some of you may think, I'm a second generation. Is that true? I do not see I'm good. I do not see I'm special. Even worse than my friend. I do not think I do not see that. I do not feel that. But I want to share to you. This is a scientific discovery about lineage. Yeah. So your belief and your behavior can have a genetic impact on yourself and on your descendant. Whatever we think, whatever we do, we will inherit to our next generation. Sometimes in this generation, as a second gen, you may not be 100% perfect because we have a lot of ancestors and a lot of content we need to overcome. It's not everything can be restored in one generation. That's why you still not yet see that you are very good or very smart or very special, because it needs time, generation over the generation. So every generation filter and purify. Then one day you will see, wow, your generation can be the great person in the history. So in this experiment, these scientists, they took the wild silver fox. You know, silver fox is very wild, very fierce. It's not easy to tame. They are like a wild animal that they so difficult to take care. Just like you see some dogs or wild dogs or wild stray dogs, and they are not easy to take care. They are like very, very cruel, very aggressive. So like this, it's not easy. You see, they are not easy to tame. You cannot make them as your pet at home. You know, very fierce. They can even eat baby. You know, this type of silver fox can eat up a baby born. Okay, so in this experiment, these scientists you can see the aggressive and the non-aggressive. The aggressive silver fox is in red color, and the non-aggressive silver fox is in the beige color. So these scientists match them together. So you see, they match the non-aggressive together, and the next generation become more and more non-aggressive. The red color started to become lesser. Then match again. You can see after the 3 generation, on the 4th generation, 100% become non-aggressive. And you can see the silver fox after 3 generations, they become like your pet at home, like your teddy bear at home, even can kiss with your owner. So this is how a generation can be purified. Same as us. If now you are second generation and you continue matching with second generation, match again, I tell you, after 3 generations, 100% will be so pure, really God's children, beautiful, pure. That's why it is so important to keep this heavenly lineage. So True Father said, even True Father in the Chongpo Bogyeong said, even though second gen are born without original sin, the spirit of newborn children will only be clean beginning in the 10th generation children. True Father also say that. Be patient. Do more. Invest more. Develop your heart more. Surely, from the third generation, you can see, wow, my children greater than me. And now your parents will say, wow, my grandchildren greater than my children. This is already an experiment. So, brothers and sisters, your lineage is heavenly lineage. You need to protect it. And you will see for yourself how great your future generation can be. The second point, the value of blessing. It is a restoration of God's dignity. What is God's dignity? 神的尊严，神的尊严。According to Chongbo Mogyong, Satan invaded Adam and Eve. Satan come and attack Adam and Eve. From that onwards, Satan dominated God's sons and daughters and took them away. So God actually is robbed of his dignity. 神的尊严被打劫了，神的尊严被抢走了。God originally should meant as a parent for son and daughters, but now Satan took away, and Satan claimed to be the parents of all the humankind. So God lost his dignity. As a result, God was in exile, like a beggar, nowhere to go. And all his children reject him. All the children forget that. We cannot recognize God is my parents. Can you imagine how God's feeling? So therefore, God must find a couple who can surpass meaning go through, overcome the standard of Adam and Eve before Satan's invasion. So God's heart is like that. God created this universe, this world, full of love, full of ideal, full of a lot of plans. He wants to give the blessing to all his creation. He wants to give first blessing, second blessing, and third blessing to his children. But over the night, he was robbed of this dignity by a person called Satan. When man lost God, he lost everything. Therefore, God looking for his man, waiting and waiting, preparing and preparing for 6,000 years to look for this man that can finally stand up this position and be victorious and be restored into the original Adam and Eve. Then God can start his providence. This is how God's feeling. Yeah. And the third value is a restoration of true love. In Chombo Mogyong, true parenting, fall started from a self-centered love. Only think about own satisfaction. Only think about self-centered. God is a parent that told Adam and Eve, don't eat. Don't ever touch this fruit. But because of self-centered love, because of cut off the connection with God, a fall happened. Therefore, the love connection with the intervention of Archangel, when Archangel intervened, Archangel came in, all this is not permitted by God. Therefore, we cannot focus on our own rationale. Why I want to receive blessing? You cannot think about, I want to receive blessing because I want to bless with a beautiful husband, beautiful wife, rich man, white skin, and all this is our own self-centered thinking. This is not the motivation. This is a fallen people attitude. Everything centering on what I want, what I wish. Marriage blessing should begin from the place of God choosing. It should be from God. God choose the best for us. God decide our partner. God decide who is best for us. Because God is our parent. He know our lacking point, he know our strength, he know our weakness, and God had to find someone to match you and for you to build an ideal family. So it is not through your own self-centered love. So humankind came to bear this original sin because we are born from the false parentage. Therefore, we need true parents to remove all this false love, remove all this original sin, and create a new foundation of love. So in Chongbo Mogyong, true parents say, the nature of God's true love is to give and want to give and forget what he gave, and to love his object partner more than himself. So what type of love is this? This is only God's love. Why there are so many marriage not able to sustain? Not because they don't love each other, because their love is not true love. For what reason they are together? They are together because they like each other. I like you because you are handsome. I like you because you are clever. I like you because you are smart. I like you because you are rich. I like you because you are a better person. So this is not love. Love is you can give and want to give more and love. So why today many marriage face the challenges? Because there's no God's love in the relationship. When problems come, they forget about their promises. They forget about why they are together, and they give up because there's no God's love in the relationship. That's why God's love is eternal. God's love is only appear in marriage blessing, because marriage blessing is the blessing from God, where God's love will be the center of the relationship. So true love comes from God. It is the best blessing God ever gave to us. So why true parents is the Messiah? They are coming here to teach us about God's true love. What is the true father motto? Love your enemy. If you have the attitude to love your enemy, then you can overcome any situation, and there's no obstacle can block you. What is true mother's motto? Love someone you cannot love. To have the true love is to love someone that you cannot be loved. Even he betray you, even he persecute you, you still need to love. So true love is a sacrificial love, and even you can sacrifice your life for him or for her. So why true parents is the Messiah? They teach us about true love. They teach us about not self-centered, but our love is for our spouse. Our love is for our parents. Our love is for our children, for all the people. That's why true parents teach us. And this can only be found when we are connected with God's true love. And true mother said, we need to live a life of love. True love is a love by which we continuously live for others, invest in others, and forget that we have done so. So in a blessing, in the beginning, surely you cannot see that. But that is why God puts you together, so that you can practice that true love. Continuously invest and guide and love and make both of you totally grow together and become perfected husband and wife. That's why this is the blessing. Number 4, the value of blessing is a restoration of absolute ownership. In Chongmobogyong, true parents said, when Adam and Eve entered into a forced marriage, they lost the foundation to absolute faith, absolute obedience. No more faith to God. No more love to God. All the love is no longer true love. All the love is a sexual love, self-centered love. No more obedient to God. After the fall of man, everything lost. Mankind lost our faith. Mankind lost our original love. and mankind no more trust to God. We no longer believe God. So nowadays you can see our lineage, in our world, in our society, you can see so many lineage upside down, family come to ruin. So because the reason is they lost absolute ownership of God. And Adam and Eve married without pure lineage, let go the absolute ownership by God. So through this blessing, God come back again, practical parent, and give us the ownership again to us as his children. God, one more time, will restore and give us his absolute ownership to us. We can now become the owner of faith, owner of love, and owner of our obedience to God. And God can dominate us, and God can bless us, and God can make his plan on our family, on our relationship. God's plan can now be realized through this absolute ownership by God. This is like a foundation. If a marriage is very externally beautiful, like a bungalow house, but if the foundation is not based on God, this foundation is weak, anytime can collapse. Why there are so many marriage collapse, divorce, even after 30 years, 40 years. Even some just married for 2 years and divorced, some even 10 years, because the foundation is different. The foundation is not strong. What? Their foundation is not based on true love. That's why the foundation failure. So blessing is receiving blessing, meaning God transfer his heavenly authority to us. It is something so happy. Even in the dream, we are so happy when we see, wow, finally I understand this value. I found, wow, this is why we want a blessing. Blessing grant you the best position in the world. We should be proud of our blessing. We should be proud about receiving blessing. And we should be proud to testify our identity and our value. Number 4, value of blessing is a substantiation of God's ideal family. When our relationship is based on true love, everything will be united. Because in this relationship, in this marriage blessing, in this relationship of husband and wife, God's lineage and human lineage are united. And the point and the center of this relationship is God. So God will then reside in this relationship, and these two people become one with God in the center, and that is how we can establish ideal family. So to have an ideal family, you cannot cut your relationship with God, because God needs to exist in that family. God needs to be the owner of that family and bring these two persons together with God in the center. Then that's how an ideal family can be established. So if you want a bad marriage, you put yourself first. You want a good marriage, put your spouse first. You want a great marriage, put God first. Which marriage you want? The choice is yours. If you want to have a great marriage, it's a God-centered marriage, because the foundation of your family is God. The foundation of your relationship is God. God is the owner of your relationship. God can guide, protect, and give you the protection and the blessing. Why God exists in this God-centered family is the strong foundation. You see from this chart, a person standing alone can be attacked. If he's only alone, he can be attacked. But if husband and wife together, they can stand back to back. They can still be strong, better than one person, husband and wife holding hand together. If with God in the center, three-braided cord. Nobody can break this family because God is in the center of this family. No one can break this relationship. So that's why we say God-centered marriage is a great marriage, because Satan cannot attack, third party cannot attack, because God is there to hold hands tightly together with a husband and wife, just like the coat, the three-braided coat. You can see if you put three-braided coat, binds together, it's very strong. No one can break it. How to have an ideal family? We need to have God as a center of our marriage. If you lose God, it can be easily attacked. The relationship can be easily broken. That's why blessing is connection with God. And God exists in that relationship. God exists in the family. That make the family strong, ideal, stable, and become the exemplary ideal family. So, True Father said, God must become a daily reality in our human life. When men and women live in daily communion with God, if husband and wife every day communicate with God, contact God. Oh God, what can I do? Now I'm facing this. We have this struggle, conflict. What shall I do? Then there can be no immorality. So the summary is, if you want to have a stable family, ideal family, strong family, we need God in our family. Why there are so many immorality happen? Because there's no God in the relationship. So there is a difference between our blessing and a normal, a simple marriage. A secular way of marriage is a totally different meaning and value. Number 5, a restoration of God's world. The value of blessing is a restoration of God's world. According to True Parents' words in Chombo Mogyong, cross-cultural marriage contribute to the realization of one world under God. It breaking down the barriers between nations, race, and religion. That's why we have, we want a intercultural marriage. We want different country, different races. This is what True Parents doing. Nobody on this earth doing this. What we are famous for. All my friends say, oh, yeah, you are famous. Your movement is famous for cross-cultural marriage. Yes, and I say, yes, I'm so proud. Who on this earth can do this? Cross-cultural, black, white, yellow, everybody, different culture, and then become one family under God, beyond nation, beyond races, beyond background, and two enemy country, blessed together and become a couple and in the family. So there's no more enemy. Right? So True Parents say, as a becoming a blessed family is truly remarkable. No? It's so proud. You call by yourself a blessed family is so proud. This name is not a simple name. It's a important and so proud, honored to be called blessed family, because God blessed your family from now. I've given you the ticket to heaven. So you can see these True Parents are bringing two different background, Western culture, Eastern culture, blessed together, cross culture, take down all the barriers, nation, races, and put two persons together and build ideal family. And this is what God's want. God wants to see, wow, one family under God, no color differences. And this is the ticket to heaven. So True Parents say, if your family have a really 7 nation cultural, yeah, I'm sure, he said, True Father said, your guarantee you all will be staying in heaven, because your heart and love you beyond nation and races. So that's so important. And this is what makes our blessing so precious and special. 6, this is a final point. Blessing is for eternity. True Father in the True Parents in the Chombo Mogyong said, I know clearly about God and the spirit world. I also know how important God's nation and lineage are. The purpose of marriage blessing is to restore that lineage. If you cannot realize this, you are not matured sons and daughters. If you make a mistake in this area, your descendants and even ancestors will face Satan's accusation. The owner of your love is not Adam and Eve. The owner of your love is not you. The owner of love is God. So we need to see this God's blessing is for eternity. God is eternal and our blessing is eternal. Not on this earth, also in the spiritual world. That's why true parents said, kingdom of heaven is for couple, is for ideal family, for blessed family to enter together. True parents even say, those married couple, they are not under God's blessing. They are stranger in the spiritual world. They cannot live together. They cannot meet each other in the spiritual world, even though on this earth they are husband and wife. Such different status in the spiritual world. Through the blessing is eternal, not only on this earth, also in the eternal world. So what is God's plan? As a summary, this is our eternal life from birth, baby, elementary, and we go through our education. Yoshimi education is like a pure love education, our purity education. Then we go through blessed education, we go through faith training, we go to match, we got matched and we continue our study and build our career and we got blessed and become newly blessed couple, become new parents and parents of Yoshimi age with the children in the Yoshimi age, and you get your children to go through the blessing education and you are parents of your children in the matching age and you bless your children and you become grandparents. This is what God's plan to all of us. That's why we say, wow, this is the eternal life and this is a blessed life. As a summary, the value of blessing, a restoration of God's lineage. Second, a restoration of God's dignity. Third, a restoration of true love. Number 4, a substantiation of God's ideal family. 5, a restoration of God's world. And finally, blessing is for eternity. So, true parents said, if you don't understand the value of blessing, you are like a prince born to a royal family who does not know his value when he's a baby. You don't know that you are prince and princess of God. Since now you've grown up, you must recognize yourself as a prince of heaven and heavenly people. And you must have a proper manner, do the best, be the best children, fulfill your responsibility. And really, God give you a lot of talent. Use that talent for God's will, for God's providence, and bring glory to God. You are the prince and princess of heavenly parents and true parents. When you see true mother, last time when you see true mother, every time with true father, she's always smiling and happy. But if you recently observe true mother's face, she's alone. She's so missed the true father. Not easy for a mother to inherit this big mission and continue to guide us. You can see true mothers now. She hardly smile. Last time, all the pictures, she smiled, big smile, because she's so happy when true father around with her together. But true mother now, she needs to handle everything on her own. She still comfort to true father. Don't worry, I will accomplish, I will fulfill the mission on this earth. This true mother's heart. You can see true mother, sometimes you see wearing the sunglasses because she's always tears and she cannot show this to us. But true mother heart, So how we can, as a children, how we can really understand true parents' heart and bring back this glory to God. No more disappoint to God and true parents. No more breaking our parents' heart. Let's be the most filial children and understand our parents' heart. So true father, he explained, he said that the only way to heaven is through blessing. I can only prepare you the best car a sport car. This sport car will drive you to the heaven. This is the blessing. But you need to know how to drive. You need to know how to maintain. You need to know how to protect your car. You need to know how to pump petrol, how to protect your car, take care of your car. Then only you can go to heaven. I cannot drive the car for you. I can only prepare you the car, the best, beautiful, most best car. You can reach heaven straight away. But you need to do that. You need to protect that by yourself. Yeah. A man's heart can plan his way, but God will guide, direct your step. So God can only, true parents can already given us his education, his best way for us to reach heaven, to become eternal sons and daughters and with a blessing. But we need to know how to drive this car, how to protect this car. So thank you so much. And I hope that you all understand and learn and really cherish the value of blessing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Aunty Koay. Let's give her a round of applause. Yes. So through this first lecture, the significance and value of the blessing, we learned that true parents actually have prepared for us an amazing sport car. Maybe some of us do not know that. Truly hope that through this we can know that what's God's hope for us and what have God prepared us, and how precious is that sport car that can really bring us to heavenly parents and to heaven, the value and significance of the blessing. But after knowing that actually that sport car exists, that precious thing exists, but most of us we do not know or might not have experience or idea on how to drive that, how to maybe even open the door. So now this next session, we're gonna hear some testimony from brothers and sisters who have gone through the matching and the blessing, and we're gonna learn that how they did that so that we can have a head start and can learn best practices from them. So up next we have a testimony session. This will be from a couple who is Malaysia's second parent matching couple. And this couple, they recently started family life. They just started family recently. And they too, during their blessing, were selected as the representative to offer to true parents a gift during the blessing ceremony. This couple is none other than our brother Koji Ogasawara and sister Yoshimi Tan. I'd like to invite them to share about their motivation for the matching and blessing and how the process they do it, what's the blessing meant to them, and anything they like to give us for all our brothers, their words and advice to all of us. So let's welcome, put our hands together, let's welcome our brother Koji and sister Yoshimi.
Hi.
No song.
もうミュート外した。
Hello.
Hello, Kochi-san, Yoshimi-san.
にはお、には
Ni hao.
你好。
Yeah, so we are very honored to share our story to all of you. I already share screen. So we'll
No,
begin
yeah.
now.
画面を共有して。これね。
Okay, everyone can see?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think everyone know us, so let's start our story. Yeah.
はい。
So this is my husband, Koji Ogasawara, and I'm Yoshimi Tan. We blessed at the year 2017 September.
うん。
Yeah, I forget the date. Okay.
September 7th ですね。
Yeah, 7.
うん。
how to write down?
あ、違うの。
Okay.
いいんじゃない？
So there are a few questions provided by our lecturer, Aunty Phing. Thank you so much for the lecture. Yeah, we both talk a lot. Yeah, regarding the slides and the point. So yeah, we're going to share. First is why both of us apply for matching and blessing. What do you think, Koji?
私が日本語で喋るので、彼女がトランスレートします。
Oh, so I will translate his main point in
はい
English.
はい。私が、祝福を受けたかった理由は、自分の中に、性に対する不安っていうのがあって、例えば性欲だったりとか、そういうこう男性の悩みみたいなのがあって、すごい心が不安定だったんですね。
So why he want to receive matching and blessing from heavenly parent, true parents? Because as a man and he himself, he actually have a lot of sexual uncertainty and sexual desire and all the man worries stuff, and he don't know what to do. He very uncertain.
なので、早く結婚するとね、安定するじゃない。だから、祝福を受けて、早く安定したいというふうに思いました。
So once receive matching and blessing, he will be stabilized. He had this kind of thought. So that's why he want to find a prepared spouse by heavenly parents.
そうね。はい。
Okay.
終わり。
So my turn is, yeah, as you can see the picture of my parents, I want to follow my parents' footsteps. So why I want to receive matching and blessing, because through my parents, I can see my future. Yes, so I want to be like my parents, happy. Even though they have many struggle or different opinion, but they're still together. I think this year is their 30th anniversary. So hope we can be like them. Yeah. So next, why choose matching and blessing, Mr. Koji?
なんかさっきの質問と多分同じような質問だと思うんですけど、
Maybe it's almost same question with the first question.
はい。右の写真は、なんだ、奇跡の輝きっていう、Dream may come.
So you can see the right picture, there's a man walking on the corpse. It's actually hell. It's in a movie of what dreams come about,
なんだっ
where he's going to save his wife.
そうそうそう。で、やっぱり地獄に行くっていうのが、やっぱり祝福以外の道は地獄に行くっていうような教育を受けていたので、すごい中学校、高校と怖かったんですね、そういうのが。
So actually he been educated that only way is matching and blessing. Other way will be go to hell. So he's very scared to go to hell. I also. Finish? Yeah, finish. Okay, so my part, why I want to match and bless by heavenly parent and true parents, because you see, can you see the cat? He holding different kind of fish. Yeah, so actually, I have many expectation or requirement. Or like for example, I want my spouse like this one. I want him to be this kind of a requirement I have, and I know that in one man there isn't any all requirement I want in one man. This is so impossible because I know this, so I want to let God decide my spouse. It's that's much more faster than I choose my spouse. Yes, that's all.
はい、じゃあ次の質問で
Yeah,
す。
next question.
ここじゃね。
Okay. So what is true parent blessing mean to us? Yeah.
なんだっけ。そうそうそう。あるお兄さんが、話してくれた話なんですけ
So
ど、
he listened to sharing from my elder brother.
2世っていうのは1世と3世をつなぐ橋なんだっていう。
So second gen is a bridge that connect first and third gen.
で、いつも1世と3世が歴史に名を残すんですよね。
So actually I think in Japan's school book, all the history success thing only list down first and third gen of the family.
セカンドジェネレーションは学校の教科書に名前が載ってないんですよね。
So in his history school book, second generation of the family, there's no name listed in the book.
そのファーストジェネレーションは徳川家康なんだけど、ジェネラル将軍。
Yeah, one of the general.
そうそう。 スキップね。はい、OK。それで、なんていうか。私は、お父さんお母さんが苦労して築いてきた基盤、お父さんお母さんが一世として祝福を受けたっていうのは、すごく苦労して受けたと思っています。
So he realized and he saw his parents sacrifice a lot as a first gen to receive blessing and walk the path until now.
それで、お父さんお母さんの、築いてきた基盤っていうのは、無駄にしちゃいけないなっていうふうに思っていました。
So he also realized that, he shouldn't make waste what his parents had sacrificed.
なので、お父さんお母さんの基盤を3世、私がね、2世で祝福受けなかったら、次ないので、その基盤を、つないでいくために、祝福を受けて、3代圏、サードジェネレーションまでつなげないといけないなと思いました。
So if he, as a second gen, didn't receive blessing, then there is no third gen. So that's why he want to continue his parents' foundation to have a 3-generation family.
Yes.
Yeah. So as for me, as you can see our picture, actually this is our common point. You can see there's a grandparents, parents, and children. So what true parents' blessing mean to us is, for me, I want to continue God's lineage, yes, and to gain eternal happiness. Yeah. Okay. So I'd like to share a little bit, just very little, about process towards our matching and blessing. Yes. So during 2015 May, Koji joined a blessing workshop in Japan. And then the next year, 2016, early of 2016, if I'm not mistaken, I joined Mrs. Ahara blessing workshop. She came to Malaysia and she gave 1-day workshop. So through that workshop, I feel very inspired and I want to receive matching and blessing. Yeah, that day, I already wanted to, because see all elder brother, they're so happy, even though they have struggled, but they are very happy, they have smile on their face. So that's why I want to receive blessing. And another point is, it can match with international couple, have more different lineage, country, nationality. Yeah, this kind I want. Yes. So yeah, and then 2016 May, Koji moms received inspiration that maybe I'm the suitable one. Yeah. Yes, I'm the Mrs. Right for Koji. So during this 1 year, 2015 May, after he joined the blessing workshop, before his mother received inspiration, actually he received many offer and candidates and contact his parents, but the parent think that maybe it's not correct because maybe they see his external achievement, I guess. Am I right? I think so. This is what he tell me. Okay, so and during his mother received inspiration, actually I'm doing my 7-day fasting, May 10 to 16. Yeah. So this is our process. Of course, I made many process like workshop, all this, but this is the main highlight one. Yes. Then the 2017, we received matching May 10. Later I will share more.
May 19 かな。
May 20, I think.
20かな。はい。
So next question.
はい。
Any struggle we're facing during the process?
はい。私は、最初、彼女に会った時から、彼女のことはすごい好きだったんですね。
So when he first met me, he liked me.
だけど、その私が好きな人っていうのと、神様が選んだ女性っていうのは違うじゃないですか。
So, the fact that he liked me and the fact that God chose the spouse for him is different.
で、私は彼女は好きだけど、彼女が神様が準備した人かっていうのが頭ではわかるんだけど、
I think this one is next question.
本当？
Yeah.
まあいいや。
Okay.
あ、本当だ。
Sorry, he mistook.
あ、じゃあこれやろう。
Yeah. So this question is about before matching and blessing. Do you face any struggle?
特にありません。
Yeah. So sorry, he misunderstood. So he actually don't have any struggle because he passed all his blessing to his parents, right? Then to
let them do.
Yeah, he let parents to take care of his blessing, so he just focused in his frontline activity. I think you joined CUP right that time. Yeah. So thank you so much. Now my turn. So as for me, I have a struggle, just one point, where it's about relationship with parents. So actually, as I say earlier, when I receive blessing is I expect through parents matching, but end up it's a parents matching. But no matter what, I still want to receive. Yes. So, and I realize that my my difficult points will facing soon. That is my relationship with my parents, especially my father. So yeah, maybe me and my father almost same character, and my father don't not much stay in house, so I'm very close with my mother, and I have a little bit how to say, because my father is someone like oh, you need to follow what he want, and as you know, I'm a person that don't follow law. Yeah, he know. Okay, I don't like follow, but if you give me good reason, maybe I can. But at that time, I'm still young and I really don't want. But because I'm a daughter, so I should do. But sometimes I cannot accept. So I have a struggle with especially my father, and um, I think the peak is where before I joined GDGY. Yeah. So we get the chance to see true mother, because I really want to see true mother, because I never seen true father in person before. So I cannot miss this chance to meet true mother in person. And it's a free registration fee, just then you prepare flight ticket, and then you can just go. But the problem is that time I'm still studying university, and I know that once I hear this event, my first thought is, sure cannot. My dad won't allow me to go. Yeah, because I need to study all this, right? Yeah, like my priority is study. And then second time, Max asked me, persuade me, hey, you should go. This one very, very good. I'm like, oh, I also want to go, but I have a lot of war in front of me. I cannot go. So and I'm very grateful at that time we stay in the center, and then my partner, life of faith partner, is Jung In. Yeah, she also facing almost same difficulty. Like her parents want her to study. Don't go to this place to Korea when you're busy study. So we have the same struggle, and we do condition together. And then before we fly, especially Jung-in, she get money from parents, like get accepted to go Korea. And me myself also, I get accepted, because the main reason is because I really wanted to go, but if I keep go against with my father, then I cannot go. So that's why I back down. Like my father wanted, we must study first, you must finish all the exam, all this. So I follow what he say. Okay, before going, I settle all the assignment, and then I do all my study or homework all finished. Just that I will miss some classes, but no choice. Yeah, but I do it all, and then I showed him, I already did this, and this, that. Money you no need to give me, because my PTPTN can support. Just nice. Yeah. Then I get to go. He agreed. He allowed me to go. And the day before I go to GDGY, I think he showed me him. Yeah, he showed me Koji. Yeah. Yes. And I feel victory. Yes. Because I overcome my relationship with my father, and I get this gift. Yes. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And of course, I think that's my main struggle with my parents. So I'm very grateful. Until now, I'm also very grateful. If I choose true parents matching, then my relationship with my parents also not good. And then maybe my relationship with my spouse also not good. So actually it's, God guided. No? Yeah, that's all. Yes. Yeah. I think some of you will have this problem. I hope you can overcome it. Yeah, very important. Okay, next. How Heavenly True Parent guided us, and what we have learned from it.
はい。さっきもちょっと話したんですけど、
Share just now a little.
だから神様の、彼女が神様の準備した相対であるっていうのが、私は確信が持てなかった。
So he is unsure that I am his spouse.
頭ではわかるけどね。
But he know in his brain, in his mind.
それで、でも頭ではわかるから、コミットメントセレモニーでサインしないと、なんていうのかな、この神様が準備した女性を失ってしまうと思ってサインはしました。
So during commitment ceremony, he thought that if he don't sign, he will lose B. Yeah. So he signed. Yeah.
で、サインしたのはいいんだけど、サインした後に日本に帰ってからやっぱりすごいこう不安になって。
So he after sign and he go back to Japan, he feels super uncertainty.
それで神様に祈祷室ですごいお祈りしました。
So he prayed very hardly in prayer room to God.
で、神様、それでちょっと神様にすごい、なんていうのかな、叱られました。
So in this dream he felt he get harshly scolded by God.
なんでかっていうと、神様は私をすごく愛していて、それで私の私の、総体が彼女であることを、私の周りの環境を通して一生懸命教えてるんですね。
So actually, God already because God is a spiritual being, cannot just tell him, oh, Yoshimi is your spouse, but God through the surrounding environment or people or situation already tell him that I am the spouse.
例えば、私のお母さんがよしみのお母さんにお電話をしたのが5月19日だったのかな。なんですけど、それからちょうど1年後の5月19日を超えて、5月20日に、コミットメントセレモニーしたんですね。
So when his mother called my parents is May 19, so I think 2016. So the next year, 2017, May 20 is our commitment ceremony.
てか分かりやすくこう導いてるのに、私は全然確信を持たない。
So actually, God already showed him the most simple, most transparent 明显 already. This is the answer, but he still feel not confident with God's answer.
それで神様がこう顔をなんていうかな、汗をバーって流して、でなんでお前は分かんないんだっていう波動を私は感じました。波動ってウェーブなんだけど。
So
spiritual wave.
Okay, so he feel that at that time, God with a very sweat face and with the whole energy, tell him that why you cannot understand and realize Yoshimi is your spouse.
私を責めてるわけでもないし、裁いてるわけでもないし、怒ってるわけでもないんだけど、それがすごいもどかしいのね。もどかしい。
And then it's not that God want to scold him or judge him, but it's like telling him that she is your spouse. This is the answer. Why you cannot? This kind of a feeling. I don't want to say in English.
Yeah. helpless な感じ。
Yeah, helpless. 無奈。
で、それでその神様の気持ちがすごく伝わって、それは私にとっては初めて感じる愛だったんですね。その厳しい愛っていうのを初めて感じました。
So through this God telling him this kind of way and this kind of love, he feel God's heart. The very first.
Strict love ね。
Yeah, strict love. Parental heart 啦。
そうだね。
Okay.
で、よしみを相対なんだなと思って安心しました。
Only after that, only he feel very calm. I don't know. Very certain that I am his spouse. I'm the spouse that God prepared. Okay. So as for me, I'm next. Okay. So there's a few situations that make me think that it is actually God guided. So first thing is, we are actually, can you see the left side, these two pictures? This actually who can find for me. I think it's a senior 2 graduation book or what, I don't know how, I think should be that. And we are placed side by side. 11 years old, 12 years old, we take this picture. So this right hand side that's the first incident that show Penny Pen Tripens guided us. And next is through this is my fundraising, 7-day fundraising plus fasting. Every day we go out for fundraising, and I fundraise with Sister Jung-in. Yeah, so just now I stated during the process, during her mom received inspiration, I am doing fundraising and fasting. Yeah. And then this is the day we commit. I think May 20, if not mistaken. May 20, 2017. Yeah, so actually in the process, we don't feel Henny Pentraben is guided because we are so focused on doing condition and communicate many things. But so after commitment, and then we sit down with his father and our parents and we talk about, and then we check. Yeah, actually it's all God guided. Yes.
1 year ってやつね。
Yeah, 1 year plus 1 day.
うん。
Yeah. So that's all from us. And what we learn from this, yeah, I think we just believe in God. Like what he said, we just do our best and let God do the rest. So I think that's what I learned the most. And I feel very happy that I'm not alone and God is with me.
うん。
Yeah. So any bad habits need to overcome before matching and blessing? Yeah.
はい。短くいきますけど、私は一番左のやつで、奥さんを自分の思う通りにさせたいっていうのかな。
So he has a thought and he wanted spouse, which is me, to follow what he desire.
うん、
No.
それは、すごいあったんですけど、最近そういうのがちょっと乗り越えることができて、それは自己牧会プログラムを最近勉強していて、できるようになりました。
So he recently just overcome by attending self-pastoring, program. Good. Self-pastoring, very good. Please join.
あなたも参加。
Okay. So my part is no expectation, no disappointment. Actually, I do before matching and blessing, I pray. I don't want to have expectation. Anyone also I can accept. But actually after meeting him, I'm like, oh, why Japanese? And then many expectations. Oh, why he is like this? Yeah, even though externally he all very good, but I want is someone that can understand me, someone that not a very clever person, just a very pure, normal person. Yeah, like many expectations. So that's why no expectation is the best. But I think we need time to overcome.
うん、
And then second point is having a spouse is not receiving but giving. Yeah, so every time give and then he feel it and then he give more. Then I'm so moved and I give more. This kind of concept of don't think that I have a spouse then I wait for him to give love is wait for next century. Yeah. So these 2 points from my side. Did I translate for you?
ああ、したと思う。
Okay. So last words of advice to candidates and parents.
ああ、
Any words for
はい。
everyone?
まず私は、中学生高校のさっき一番最初に言ったけど、中学生高校生の時にすごく性の問題で悩んでました。
So actually during his junior and high school, he had many difficulties about his sexual desire.
で、そういうのを相談する人も誰もいなかったんですね。
And then he don't have anyone to share because at that time you are away from your parents, right?
そう。
You're in
ドーミトリーにいま
in
し
a
た。
dormitory, yes.
だからでカープは原理を勉強するところだって聞いたので、そこに入って一生懸命ここで一生懸命やんないと地獄に行っちゃうと思ってカープで頑張りました。
So in order to avoid to enter hell, so that he found out cup and then he learned divine principle and he put his all effort to join cup activities.
はい。ちょっともう一つはさっきYoshimiが言ってた no expectation ってことなんですけど、
So just now his story is about you should have a sinjong able so that you can share your difficulties and all your struggles. Yeah.
そうでもしなんか悩んでる子たちがいたらいつでも相談に乗ってあげたいなっていうふうに私は思います。なんでかっていうとかわいそうに思うから。
So if you want to have a free consultation, here you can call him. he willing to help because, yeah, we are brother and sister.
違うよ、かわいそうとか。
Okay, next.
はい。で、よしみが言ってたノーエクスペクテーション、もう時間だね。ノーエクスペクテーションってことなんですけど、ノーエクスペクテーションっていうのは、2つ意味があって、1つは、私は祝福の相対処は別に興味がなくって、誰でもいいっていう1つね。
So the no expectation has two meaning. First is, everyone also, I accept anyone.
I'm not interested in who they are.
I'm not interested in who they are.
で、もう1つは、神様の準備した神様が愛する娘を愛するので、私はどの人でも愛する覚悟がありますっていう誰でもいいね。
So this no expectation and another word of I can accept anyone is no matter who your spouse is, you are prepared to love this person as God's children, God's sons or God's daughter.
で、この2つは同じノーエクスペクテーションなんだけど、全然意味が違うんですよ
So
ね。
these two is these two situation is known as no expectation, but actually it's totally different.
だから自分のその期待はもちろん持たないんだけど、でも誰でもいいっていうのは別に誰でもいいやっていうどうでもいいっていうことではなくて、
So it shouldn't be like, oh, I can accept anyone, this kind of attitude.
そう。このどの女性だったとしても私は愛する覚悟がありますっていう決意のことです。
So you need to have a determination and conviction that even any sister the spouse in maybe different kind of background or maybe different character, I am ready to love her and care for her. This kind of no expectation we should have.
以上で
Okay,
す。
thank you. As for my side, I have 3 points. First is, hold on. Yes. First is God is love, where I think before having spouse, we should put God as our first love, as True Father have mentioned before. Yes. And it's very important, no? Because I always think about God and always connect to God and leave everything to God. Then when we meet a spouse centered on God, we can love our spouse more with a bigger heart. And next is purity. Yeah, very important to keep purity. And I have been taught by my father that every time he always before put me down, he always say, oh, you cannot have boyfriend, girl, a boyfriend. Yeah, this kind of every day whenever he fetch me, he always say to me that. Yeah, so I've been taught that, oh, I shouldn't have boyfriend and keep my purity. Yeah. And one more point. One more point is, don't force your thought to your children because we are individual, unique beings. So we need to always communicate with children. Yeah, very important to communicate as parents and children. Yeah, and I think what he said, I think both of us agree that frontline is very important, not only to experience God's heart and to really experience horizontal brother-sister love. So that when you meet your spouse, I can accept anything he do. Yeah, like, oh, okay. Yeah, he's like that. Okay. This kind of, advice from us. Yes. That's all. Thank you so much.
ありがとうございました。
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Koji and Yoshimi. It's really amazing how we all started from that Sunday school.
Very proud.
I also remember that we're in the same class when we were very young, and now you're matched and blessed together, and even started family. Wow, really, heaven. We do not know how heaven works. So now we have a question and answer time for Koji and Yoshimi couple. Are you ready? Okay. So, brothers sisters, if you have any question, you can type in the chat box now, or if you're shy, you can directly private message me as well. And after this question and answer, if you have some extra time, we will also invite one or two participants to share a very short reflection, just 1 or 2 minutes, about the first lecture and also Koji and Yoshimi's testimony. So please stand by anytime. We might call you. So please be ready to just share short reflection that we would like to hear from you. So let's begin our question answer session. So Koji and Yoshimi, there is a question here from the floor.
Yes.
Yeah, they asked that. This person is asking that since that recently that you have already started family and started living together, and for the near future, what kind of couple would you like to be or wish to be for your as a parent for your future third generation?
What kind of parents?
We will have a third generation. So how you want to make this third generation become?
What kind of parent you want to be to your third generation?
For me, I think is be their own self. Of course, we need to observe and then see what kind of character he or she has, and then be their own self. Like don't put, oh, you cannot do this, cannot do that. And then second point is, I think no wonder you are third gen or fourth gen, you should go frontline. Yeah, to experience God's heart. That's the fastest way. So I hope maybe Japan cannot do, right?
Can.
Very difficult. I think Malaysia better.
めっちゃあるよ。
Yeah.
あるある
Okay, anything. Yeah.
うん
Yeah, I think these 2 points from me.
うん
How about you?
私は短く言うと、神様が親であって、私たちは本当の親ではないので、育てる親になるっていう意識で大切に育てたいなと思います。で、でも神様のような心情を持たないと子供たちに対して失礼だと思うので。
So he said that he want to be a parent because we are not but physical parents, real parents to a third gen. Actually, their real parents is heavenly parents. So he say he want to have this heavenly parents' heart and to raise up the children as heavenly parent children. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, very good. That's very, very precious point that we have there.
Yeah.
And next, also another person is asking, how do you confirm that during the communication? How do you confirm that? Actually, many people are asking this similar question. How many people? No, not you. How do you confirm that the person that you are communicating is truly your spouse?
Understand? How during the communication period when I call you line, how do you know that I am your spouse?
How do you know that is the person that God has prepared for you?
For me, because before, sorry, can I share now? And you think so? As for me, but you need to share later. As for me, before matching and blessing, I already want first person. No matter who they are, I want him as my spouse. Yes, because true parents standard is first one. You cannot reject. Yeah, so I want every time I do condition, I pray. I always put that the first one I must accept no matter how. Even though when my father show him Koji picture, but I said, oh, still please consider. I think no need consider, but okay, I do more condition to strengthen my determination that he's my spouse. But before matching and blessing, the process I already have this kind of prayer content. So yeah, the first one. And actually the second reason why I want the first one is because I really lazy to find another one. It's like very long process. Need to how to say? I need to arrange the feeling like like waste time. Yeah. So
ちょっとね、今ね、一個思い出したのがあるんだけど。
Yeah, he thought about one point.
わかりません、誰かどうかは。
He don't know who is his future spouse.
私は幸いお母さんが啓示を受けたし、
but he's very grateful that he has inspiration. Her mother, which is very
だから
inspirational.
私は分かりやすいケースね。
So for him, it's very easy case.
easy to
Simple.
realize かな。
Easy to
うん
realize.
だけど、多分分かんないと思います。私は。で、一番大事なのは、誰でも受け入れる覚悟があるかないか。
And then he feel that the most important point which we share during our testimony is you need to have a conviction that no matter who you will accept, you need to have this kind of a 覚悟。
もうどの女性であったとしても、私は神様の娘として絶対に自分が好きだからじゃないよ。神様の娘だから愛するっていう覚悟があれば、神様はその人。
Okay, stop. So you do have a conviction that no matter how is the sister behave or character, she came as God's children. You cannot have, oh, I like her, so I want to match with her. But you need to have, oh, she is God's children, and I accept whoever she is, whoever he is.
その心があるかないかの方が大事だ。誰でもいいです。
Yeah. For him, anyone is okay, but you need to have that kind of heart preparation. That's very important. Yeah, that's all from us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So next, there's a question asking, from what age do you start preparing for your blessing?
Can you repeat? I don't quite understand.
What age do you start to prepare for the blessing? Matching blessing.
Actually, even though we receive education, 16 years old, 17 years old need to receive blessing. But as for my case, I feel that I don't think age is for me, because my case, I don't know why. I feel God has guided me to listen lecture from Mrs. Ahara, so I didn't care much about age. But I think the faster the better, and I think we should instill our children that we will choose we will choose a spouse for you, so you need to just prepare your heart. Or maybe you can teach them to do simple condition you can do together. So when times come, they will tell you, I want to receive blessing or matching.
Oh, actually, the question is, what age did you start to prepare for the blessing?
Me is the day I received the Mrs. Ahara blessing of 2016.
How old were you then?
21岁, 21.
Oh, Yoshimi was 21 years old when you start preparing.
じゃあ俺 20 years old.
He's 20 years old, 2015. Even though age is important, but I think heart preparation is important. Like both sides need to balance. What do you think?
I don't know.
Yeah, he don't know. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so maybe if there's any more question, please ask if anyone have. If not, this is the last question for this. Oh, we have one more. Okay, we have two more questions.
Okay.
So just suddenly when I asked that question, I think one new question come up.
Oh my God.
How do you overcome the struggle that you have for each other?
You mean him?
Between each other? Yeah.
Oh,
Like Yoshimi might struggle, Koji some point.
私はじゃあエピソード言うと、私は彼女が早く日本に来てほしかったんですね。
So actually he have one episode, one scenario where he want me to quickly go to Japan.
今年の9月に来る予定だったのに、
So I should be here in September.
だけど彼女が突然40日修練会に出るって言ったんですね。
Yeah, but I suddenly joined the 40-day workshop.
でその時にすごい葛藤したんだけど、
And he very struggle about this point.
セルフパッチングプログラムの中に自分の心は堕落した心だから本心ここね。
So through this self-passing program, he learned that this is his self-centered thought. This is his 本心 original mind.
本心ね。
Yeah.
で、私ずっとこれで考えてるから、私の考えは間違いだと思う。
So he always go around here only. He give and take with this self-centered thought.
そうだからここで何を思っても でも本当の思いはこっちだから、
but the original voice is here.
accept Yoshimi's
Yeah.
decision.
Accept Yoshimi decision. Yeah.
ずーっとこっちで動くんだけど、ずっとこっちを意識して電話をしてたら、すごいなんていうの、心がね変わった。
So even though original mind still there, like, oh, please accept Yoshimi, the voice is in his mind, but he still struggle with his self-centered thought. And with that heart, he called me and we overcome it.
こっちなんだけど、こっちの私のこれは間違ってるんだと思いながらずっと電話聞いてた。
Oh, so when he called me and we discussed and we talked about, he realized that, oh, his self-centered thought is wrong. So I think that.
Okay. そんな感じ。
Ready? Thank you, self-pastoring program. Yeah.
Thank you.
And then I think for me important, I think I'm very grateful the blessing level 3 workshop. Even though we are after blessing, we are long distance, we have many like culture different, like, oh, he's Japanese, he say this word, oh, behind got meaning. For me, I say this word and then he feel behind got meaning, or maybe I'm saying with a happy feeling, but he thought that I'm angry. Like so many miscommunication now. And I don't like call, but he want to call. And why I don't want to call? No reason. Like, really no reason. Yeah. So this kind of so many different thought and character and culture background. But because of the blessing level 3, we join, and then we join together, purposely come and join and listen to Aunty Koay lecture. And that lecture really helped us a lot. And we open up our heart and we talk. Yes. And I think communication is the key. Yeah. Like, oh, I'm like this, oh, you're like this. Yeah, nowadays every day also I can know that, oh, he's not good feeling well. So always like ask him, are you okay? Really okay? Every day must ask this question. Are you okay? Really okay? Yeah, every day I will ask. Yes. If he's not happy, I will be trouble. That's all.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, actually you need time to understand each other.
Yes.
And also many preconceived notion and concept that we have. Need to slowly remove and connect back to our original heart, our original mind. So maybe the last question for this testimony session. What condition that do you always do, and for how long? And how did you prepare for the commitment ceremony?
Before commitment.
What
condition do you do before commitment?
普通の訓読とかお祈りと訓読。
So he say just normal prayer and reading hundoking. How long? How many period? You got do?
一緒にやったんじゃない？
Oh, yeah. We got do before commitment ceremony. I think we got do. I forget. Yeah, we need to check back. But yeah, I think we got do we do 40 days, right? He very calculative in number, like, oh, must be 20 or must be 40. So I just let him decide. So normally it's 40 days, right? One time only? Yeah, I think one time only, and then we decide to have commitment, all this. Yeah. But I think, yes, I think condition is very important.
After the commitment also,
After
continue to do a lot of condition.
For blessing.
やってた。
Yeah, you ask him. I don't know. Yeah, one time, right?
ちなみにね、祝福の直前まで私ウォークショップスタッフやってたから、それですごい高い基準で祝福式臨めたなっていうのはあるね。
Oh. So before blessing, he joined as a workshop staff. その高い基準はして。
心が荒れてるんじゃなくて、修練会のスタッフやってると、すごく基準が高くなる。
Oh, so as a workshop staff, because you're focused on God's mission, so your heart attitude is a very near to God, very high standard, this kind of a feeling. So I think that is as your condition before blessing.
私は意識してなかったけど、それはすごく良かった。で、祝福式はずっと涙流してた。
Oh, so he didn't realize that's the condition, but he feel that this is very good, like doing public mission. Yeah, and then so during the blessing day, he cried a lot. Yeah. I think not much condition for me is just do not much condition, and for my side, I forget already. Yeah.
That's all.
As a prayer, hondoke, and workshop and
I
frontline
think do
activity.
together is good.
Mm.
Yeah, must be discussed like, oh, is it okay, Xiaomei prayer, or you want shorter? Yeah, need discuss. Then together agree and for 40 days. Yes. And I think do while calling, like how to say? Call and then let's do how to say? Not we go
Do
try
at the-
before, like
do
we
at
go
the
try
same
before,
time.
like yeah. We go try before with different same time. Sometimes I miss, you know. But if we do together, we every day know, oh, okay, it's time to do condition together. Yeah, I think that very, very effective. Yeah, I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Koji and Yoshimi, for answering all the questions from our participants. So once again, let's give a round of applause to Koji and Yoshimi. 감사합니다. 아리가또 고자이마스. Thank you so much. So before we end this first part of today's session, I would like to invite just two persons to share a short reflection of the first lecture and also just now the testimony from Koji and Yoshimi. So please share just kindly share just a very short reflection within three sentence and below. So let's invite one sister and one brother. Let's see who's the one I can see here nearest to me. Oh, Joanne. Let's welcome Joanne. Just a short reflection.
What I've learned. Okay, I'll say in 3 words. Four words. I'm still not ready. That's what I've learned. Because I think I learned about. I think I just realized even deeper how much responsibility comes with it, and if I were to go now being completely unprepared or not really understanding it, I think it will just become a self-sabotage instead of helping to expand the movement, to spread the word. That's what I've learned for myself. I think I still need a lot of self-preparation.
Okay, thank you, Joanne. Next, let's see. A brother nearest I can see is Chen Ren. Let's welcome Chen Ren. Just a short reflection within 3 sentences for the lecture and testimony just now.
Lecture. Lecture is like kind of okay, good. It's really like know what the real value of blessing somehow a little bit. Okay. Then the testimony, I just feel the testimony is more interesting. Yeah, because it's in real life. Somebody experienced it, so it's like thank you, Yoshimi, and Koji. Sorry. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Thank you, Chen Ren. 감사합니다. 谢谢. Thank you, Joanne and Chen Ren. Hope that everyone can really learn a lot from these 2 sessions, theoretically and also practically, from the lecture and the testimony. So before we move on, take a break, like a share announcement. So please come back by 7:30 p.m. We will continue with the second part for today's workshop. After this, let's take a break, take a rest, refresh yourself, move around, have a break, refresh your mind, and then 7:30 after dinner, please have dinner before you join back. Just come in, and then we'll start again. Prepare our heart through holy song, and we'll have a second lecture and also a second testimony. So please be excited for that, and please have a good break. And before we leave, let us all take a group photo. So I invite everyone who are not yet open up your camera. Please open up your camera. We'd like to take a group photo for this session. Okay, everyone, ready? Please show your beautiful smile, beautiful faces. Open up your video. Okay, everybody. So there's quite a lot of people. We'll take a few shots. So first I say 아버지. Everybody smile. 아버지. Okay, next. We'll say 어머니. Okay. Next. 1, 2, 3. 어머니.
어머니.
Okay, last one. Let's say 사랑합니다. 사랑합니다.
사랑합니다.
Okay, thank you so much for this first session. Thank you for your hard work, your investment, listening, and participating in the first part. See you again at 7:30 p.m. Please come back by 7:30 p.m. Thank you. 감사합니다. 수고하셨습니다.
Thank
See you
you.
later. Have a good rest. Have a good rest. No bye-bye. See you soon.
Okay, see you soon, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you soon. See you 7:39. Bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye. See you later. Bye-bye. Shikai. Bye-bye. Bye, Shikim. 全友. Okay. Okay, so only us.
Thank you for your hard work.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Michelle. So, Michelle, you take the video, right?
Yes.
I have a
Okay.
suggestion.